All right, heading into game one already. We see the Psychic Gym locking in this Mr. Mime pick. I haven't seen Mr. Mime in quite some time, but the more interesting plays from these challengers seeming to lock in Dragonite pretty early on, as well as hovering this Umbreon and the Zeraora. Very, very unusual pick. I haven't seen Zeraora in quite some time. I'll be interested to see how this plays out from the one gem on this Zeraora. And we see two gold ribbons. Incredible. On the Dragonite and the Umbreon. So, these trainers clearly experienced in their Pokemon of preference. Very obvious, very clearly comfort picks for these players. And game one, Psychic Gym versus this new challenger squad. Very good. Nice to see some new blood in the gym challenge scene. And we see Mr. Mime going toward this top path into this Zeraora, and on this bottom path we see this Mega Mewtwo going to be going into this bottom path into the Umbreon from our challenger squad. Getting a dunk in right now for this Umbreon. Mewtwo's just going to be attacking away, as it seems to do quite often. However, Umbreon will be able to secure this initial piece of farm on the bottom path as Mr. Mime secures this key piece of farm on the top path. But Zeraora gets Mr. Mime very low. This is not a good start, but Mr. Mime is able to get back to the zone. Nothing much is going to come of it, and on this bottom path, Umbreon's just going to continue stacking up, trying to steal this Indeedee as well. Will not be able to. Barely able to secure it from, as the challenger squad is just going to grab these birds and dunk even more points, just going to allow it, needing to farm up, needing to get this level 5 to unlock this Mega Mewtwo form. And we see Mega Mewtwo Y immediately just going to start auto-attacking as much as possible. It's not going to do enough damage, though. They're just going to farm up. Umbreon's going to get another stack in. As we see Zeraora on this bottom path as well. Mean Look just locking it in place. It can't do much. Zeraora is going to be going super deep and might get punished. Will get punished for it. Mewtwo able to pick up the knockout on that Zeraora. Potentially taking a bit too much. Re-entering neutral, Mr. Mime going for some poke onto this Umbreon. Will immediately heal it up with Wish. As we see this Regidrago slowly moving up to the top path. It's going to be taken by this challenger squad pretty, just very uncontested. As we see all three moving toward this top path, just going to be dunking even more points and building up even more of a lead. As we see Dragonite finally getting online. Level 8 hit. Same for this Gardevoir on the other side, though. Levels are very even. Registeel on this bottom path. Regieleki on the top. And we will just see both Reggies traded. Unfortunately, bit less of an overdunk than they could have get. Potentially a tiny mistake. But won't matter in the long term. They're up 173 to 75. They're up by 100 points. As Zeraora is just going to start stealing these buffs. This challenger squad is just roaming the map, doing whatever they want. And they're just not getting punished for it. The bottom goal zone for the Challenger squad is destroyed, though. This is very much still anyone's game. Re-entering neutral, just farming up. So you see this Challenger squad sticking together in this group of 3. So we see middle birds are up, as well as these top path birds. We will not get a full-on team fight just yet, as they will move down toward this central area. Potentially Gardevoir hiding in this bush. Mewtwo ult, not going to be able to do a ton of damage, but Dragonite ult comes in, won't be able to do much. Umbreon goes down to the Mega Mewtwo, but Zeraora is going to be able to get that trade, and gonna be potentially able to knock out that. Not gonna be able to. Zeraora will actually switch up, go to the Gardevoir. Mr. Mime's here though. It's not gonna be able to get enough damage. Zeraora barely gets away at basically 1 HP. And that's just a lost team fight for the Psychic Gym. As we see them go to rip this top path Regieleki as well. Mr. Mime's coming up top as well, potentially going to steal it, not going to be able to. Mean Look goes in onto this Mr. Mime, trying to recall in the bush, trying to get out, not going to be able to. Locked in place by that Umbreon and immediately ripped down by the rest of the Challenger squad. As they'll just let them take care of this Regieleki and go toward this bottom path. Zeraora is going to break the goal zone, 38 points into this bottom path. As Regice is going to get ripped as fast as possible. No steal in sight, never mind! Oni with an incredible Psyshock, able to steal that Regice out from the noses of the Challenger squad. Almost able to get that Dragonite, was not able to. Got it so low, level 12, just not enough. So we see another Regidrago spawn up at this 3-minute mark, at this 4-minute mark. Now we have Gardevoir here in the central area, Umbreon as well. Not looking for a team fight yet, they're not grouped up together. Standing just out of range. Trying not to get caught out. So we see both potentially looking for a dive, and we see the dive started from this Zeraora. Mean Look locked in place, and that's just the entire team gone. Mewtwo Y wasn't quick enough to get there and is just not going to be able to. Just immediately shredded by this Zeraora and Umbreon. And this Regieleki is just gonna go to the Challenger squad again. They have such, it's just incredible play. Immediately catches out whatever they, practically doing whatever they want to at this point. As we have 20 seconds until Kyogre. Farming up, getting last second buffs before this Kyogre spawns in. Umbreon and Zeraora don't have Unite moves up, but the Regieleki walked. But they're not in position to capitalize off of it, so it's not gonna matter too much. And yeah, Dragonite was looking to backcap there, trying to get 100 for free. Zeraora on this bottom path, looking to go for this flank, not going to be able to. Unite move comes up, traps the Zeraora. Mr. Mime going to be able to pick up that KO. Umbreon able to trap, Mr. Mime able to trap this Dragonite, but it's just immediately healed up by that wish from the Umbreon. Umbreon all comes out, but Dragonite's already dead. It's not going to be enough. Mewtwo Y teleporting in, trying to pick up this knockout, but it's not going to be able to. It heals all the way up to full, and do they have the rip? Umbreon doesn't really have great steel, but neither does Zeraora, and this Dragonite is running Outrage. However, Zeraora is able to get it, and Zeraora is also able to get the Kyogre. They had that team fight. They had that game in the palm of their hand, but they just didn't have the rip. They didn't have the ability to knock out that crucial Kyogre. And that's game one going to the challengers. Yeah, that's true. Potentially a small mistake from the leader squad as well. You don't want your Mewtwo Y chasing that. You don't want your Mewtwo to be chasing that Umbreon, looking for that kill. You want it to be ripping the Kyogre. And now we're heading into this game too. Going into this game too, potentially looking at this Psychic Gym to use one of its Terras, potentially on Oni, potentially into this Mega Mewtwo X, or this Palmot. And we're gonna see. Seems like that's what we're gonna see. How are they gonna deal with, like, the lack of rip is the main thing. This challenger composition is really tanky, especially with that Wish Umbreon. It was healing that Dragonite for so much. And we see the Palmot locked in from Oni here. The Psychic Terra comes in onto that Palmot. Where will it play? Most likely toward this top or central area again. It's going to be going toward this central area. As we see Zeraora going to the central area and Mewtwo Y going into this top path, into this Dragonite. And Mr. Mime going into this Umbreon on the bottom path. Bunnelbees are taken in the lane. Mr. Mime coming back. Trying to stop as many stacks as possible in the early game. Trying to steal out all of this farm. Is able to take that first piece of... Gonna be able to take that first Indeedee. As we see all three coming down toward this bottom path. Just the entire team pulling up on this Mr. Mime. Not going to be able to secure the KO, but will be able to secure control of this bottom lane. This is a very interesting strategy. We haven't really seen this that much. So we see Palmot in this bottom path as well. Palmot comes in. Is not going to be able to deal that much damage. Mr. Mime will go down to the entire team because it's a 3v2. And Meanlook's going to come out and you're just not able to get out. And you're just shredded by the entire team. We see this middle path Bunnelby taken by this Zeraora. 6 points left on this bottom goal zone for the leaders. This is looking like a tough start as well. We see these central area birds. being taken, and they're just gonna rip this Regidrago. The Regidrago's completely ripped. They don't even have a shot. So we see Psyshock coming out from this Mewtwo Y. Picking up this Bunnelby, trying to farm up, trying to equalize these levels as much as possible. Umbreon's going to get another stack in. It's even more healing for its wish. This Umbreon's going to be healing so much damage and going to just be such a nuisance with that mean look as well. However, Zeraora gets stunned, is very low. Will go down to that Mewtwo Y as well. Palmot's here as well. Umbreon isn't able to heal it up, and it's just too little too late. And that's a very clean teamfight win, just completely ignoring the Umbreon. We see this challenger squad heading toward the bottom path. Zeraora dunking a couple points before this Regieleki walks. Palmot's already here, going to be able to deal quite a lot of damage to that Zeraora. Will be healed up by the Umbreon, though. Umbreon's going to dunk 2 points, and that's going to be a exact dunk. But his entire team's dead. He can't do anything. And now the Aleki is just effective, and the Aleki has just lost so much value. Oni on this Dragonite pops Unite move in order to try and get toward this Palmot as fast as possible, but it's so close. Mr. Mime is 1 HP, has to get out of there. Zeraora is going to be able to clean up the Palmot. Mewtwo Y and Mr. Mime will get out unscathed, but Palmot will go down. Mr. Mime already on this top path, gonna try to stop as many goals as possible. Trying to protect its goal zone, but Mean looked into place and then immediately ripped down by the two damage dealing members. Just cannot move and you cannot do anything. Re-entering neutral, waiting on this top path for one of the 3 Regis. 9 seconds left, is going to get dived. Mean looked already, gonna come out. Mr. Mime Unite popped. Dragonite Unite popped as well. Zeraora will go down, but Dragonite's gonna be able to clean up Mr. Mime. Palmot's getting decently low. Mewtwo Y isn't able to output enough damage. It's so close, but it's not enough. Wish is just keeping this Dragonite up for forever. And that is a team wipe for the Challenger squad. And this Regice will go the way of the Challengers as well. Zeraora is already on this bottom path, going to immediately start taking this Regieleki as fast as possible. Doesn't have the greatest rip, but it's going to be good enough. Gym leaders were just taking their sweet time, taking their birds. They are going to stop, but the Regidrago is going to go down in the central area to the Challengers as well. Zeraora is just once again, they're just like walking around. They can do whatever they want. Not a single goal zone has been broken. Comeback EXP is available. And Palmot has taken the level 13 before any member of the Challenger squad. But is it gonna matter that much if you just get mean looked and explode instantly? Zeraora by himself mostly. Palmot in toward the central area, Dragonite and everyone trying to get good positioning for this all-important Kyogre fight. Mewtwo gonna be taking up a bit more farm, trying to get a bit higher level. This Kyogre is going to spawn. No moves taken yet. Dragonite moving toward this bush. First move will be taken by the Psychic Gym. Palmot tapping the Phish. Just hiding in the bush, waiting for Mewtwo to step out of place. Mean looked into place, trying to get them to make a mistake. Immediately ults onto the Palmot. Everyone's there, but Unite moves available. Unite moves available. Oh, Zeraora just explodes. Trying to stun the Mewtwo, but the Wish comes in and Dragonite's just going to be able to get immediately back to full HP. Mr. Mime's going to go down. Mewtwo Y's going to go down. Palmot's just so close to going down as well. They're not even going to take this. They're not even going to start taking the Phish. Palmot's alive. Why fight it? You know you're winning. Palmot's going to start hitting Kyogre once again. Mr. Mime as well. Umbreon's looking for this mean look. However, Mr. Mime trying to help avoid the dive. Dragonite pops Unite move onto the Phish, and Kyogre goes down in favor of the Challenger squad, and that is going to be game. And set. A Queen quick 2-0 for this Challenger squad. Their first gym challenge. Dragonite never going the full distance with its Unite move. Being able to use it decently quickly in very quick succession.